What in the hell happened here?
I asked for the deck list without checking the description.
Card Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Nen Garden. Check out their new exclusive Joker playmats, now available for pre-order in full color and one in sleek black and white at nengarden.com. They're having a holiday sale right now with 25% off items. This stacks with my affiliate code Card Kaizoku for an additional 5% off. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. Discover the latest OP10 deck list on gumgum.gg, updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Alright, so OP09 Zoro deck breakdown. Zoro is our tried and trusted leader from OP01 who has fallen out of favor as of lately, but I do think he has a special unique position in the current meta actually. You can reference my OP09 data tier list update video. I did notice that Zoro actually has a pretty good matchup into a lot of the popular decks, right? Namely, the Blackbeard matchup, the Red Purple Luffy matchup, and the Shanks matchup. Zoro is favored in that. He does kind of lose out in Doflamingo and Lucci, and kind of goes even with Purple Luffy, but yeah, because of that, I think Zoro has as good of a matchup spread as some of the other top decks in the meta. It's just, he does lose heavily into Lucci. That's like the boogeyman of the meta for your deck. But yeah, let's take a look at the leader in case you guys forgot what he does. So Roranoa Zoro is a 5000 power, 5 starting life mono red leader with the leader ability that reads Dawn times 1 on your turn. All your characters get plus 1000 power for the turn. So essentially 1 Dawn on the leader buffs your entire board. This promotes like a go wide kind of playstyle where you want to get the most amount of characters on board to benefit from this plus 1000 power. And yeah, the deck list, it's pretty much the animal package. It's not too much different from how he was in 08 with some new additions, so we'll just jump right into the deck list real quick. For EB01 Tony Chopper, 3 cost 4k power, 1k counter. So he's a blocker, and then Dawn times 2 when attacking, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 3000 power for the turn. Yeah, a very versatile card. So he's a blocker, that's great on his own already, and then with 2 Dawn attached when he attacks, he can give minus 3k to something. That is really great into trading against your opponent. This is especially potent into the Doflamingo matchup. Right, you attach 2 Dawn to this chopper, you attack 7k into one target, debuff another for minus 3k, and then use one of your weenies to attack into it. It's really hard for them to like keep their characters on board. It's really great for trading, and him being a 3 cost 4k power, that's the stat line we need for this kind of deck. With 1 Dawn attached to your leader, he get attack for 5k for free basically. And yeah, just being a blocker too is great in the late game against decks like Shanks and Blackbeard that play a lot of big characters that try to swing into you. You can just chump block them for this 3 Dawn investment. 2 OP01 Sanji, 2 cost 3k power, 2k counter, and then activate main. Once per turn, you can add the top card of your life to your hand. If you do this, Sanji gets plus 2k power, and then you can add 2 Rested Dawn to him. So in a Zoro deck with the leader ability active, this is an 8k swing for 2 Dawn plus 1 life. We don't really rely on Sanji too much for that. He's really just like an emergency way to activate our 10 cost Roger, right? He's a way to get ourselves to 0 life so that your opponent can't block for that attack string for the turn, and then he buffs himself to 7k for the turn. But this could easily be replaced with that super spot build duck squad card, the 2k counter animal card, that's 3k power. But yeah, this is searchable by Nami but not by Kureha, so just a 2k counter option that you can search with the Nami. Speaking of, for OP01 Nami, 1 cost 2k power, 1k counter. So on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a Straw Hat crew type card, add to your hand other than another Nami. So this finds a lot of the cards in our deck. It finds every chopper because that's the majority of the animals we run. It finds our Rush Zoro, it finds that Sanji 2k counter, it finds Shut Up and Come With Us, it finds us Diable Jambe as well. So very versatile searcher, and then especially in a Zoro deck with 1 Dawn on leader and then 2 Dawn on the Nami, she becomes a 5k, so it's not too hard to make her a attacking body. 3 OP01 Roranoa Zoro, 3 cost 5k power, and then he just has Rush, so it's a vanilla Rush attacker for 3. It fits into any turn perfectly in a Zoro deck. For 1 Dawn on him and then 1 Dawn on the Zoro character, he swings for 7k. That's very strong stat line to throw out with Rush too. You get to attack the turn that you play him. So yeah, just great at helping you clear, or also like finishing off your opponent in the end. For OP02 Makino, 1 cost 0k power, 2k counter, and activate main. You can rest this character. Give it to one of your red characters with the cost of 1 plus 3000 power for this turn. So this buffs our Nami Searcher and our Kureha Searcher and even our Blocker Chopper if we really want to use it. But yeah, 1 Dawn for 3k power is great, and then other than that, she's a 2k counter. But yeah, not synergistic with anything else in our deck. She's neither a Straw Hat or an animal. But yeah, just to buff the 1 cost searchers that we play a lot early on. 4 OP04 2020 Chopper, 3 cost 4k power, 1k counter. On play up to one animal type character with the power of 3000 or less from your hand. So this only plays out Hiking Bear and Chopper in our deck. If we wanted to replace the Sanjis with that super spot build, whatever Duck Squad character, 2k counter, that would give us 2 more options to cheat out. But yeah, despite that, he's still at 3 cost 4k, so 1 Dawn on leader makes him an attacking body. If you get any more value on top of that, that's great, right? 1 extra body. It really does like apply so much immense pressure when you can play this guy out really early and get like an additional body out on top of that. 2 OP07 Monkey D Dragon, 8 cost 9k power. He has rush, and then on play, give your leader or up to one of your characters 2 rested Dawn, so it activates your leader ability the turn that you play him, right? If you put that 2 down on your leader, he swings for 7, all the 3 cost 4k choppers you played out can attack for 5, and then Dragon himself can attack for 10. And that's on curve too on your 8 Dawn turn. Any more Dawn on top of that allows you to vary how you attack. So it's a great late game for this kind of deck. It's a great finisher. It's a body that's hard for a lot of decks to remove too, right? It gives us a way to transition to more of a go big kind of style too against decks that are really good against like go wide style of decks. 4 OP08 2020 Chopper, 3 cost 5k power, and then on your turn on play or when you're attacking, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and from among them you can play up to 1 animal type character with the power of 4000 or less rested, then place the rest of the cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. So yeah, this is your make or break, your bread and butter of the deck. You want to get this guy out ASAP. Your deck doesn't really play as well without him, so that's why we run the Nami searchers and the Kudeha searchers and the Shut Up and Come With Us just to play this one card. And yeah, he's great too, right? So whether it's the turn that you just played him, you're playing out another character, and then subsequent turns when you attack, you play out another character. We have blockers and counters to just keep this guy alive, and then yeah, the longer he stays alive, the more value you get. Right? It's essentially in this kind of deck like 3 extra Dawn a turn for a character to play out, and a card draw too, right? Because you're not having to play from hand. So your games will mostly be decided on keeping this guy alive and how many times you can activate his effects. And because it's also when attacking, it plays around Blackbeard perfectly. He denies the on play part, but then after that, he has to like deal with it with like a finger pistol or a black hole if he has it. 4 OP08 Hiking Bear, 3 cost 3k power, 2k counter, Dawn times 1, activate main once per turn. You can buff one of your other animal type characters for 1000 power this turn. So essentially, yeah, you put a Dawn on him, he like mirrors that plus 1k power onto another animal type character, so it's like free value there. Other than that, he's a 2k counter, so he's useful to keep your other characters alive, and he's playable by that 04 2020 Chopper, right? He's a 3k power character. And yeah, he just provides you 1 extra 1000 power that your opponent has to account for. He himself becomes a pretty nice attacker after that anyway, because as a 3k stat line with the Dawn on your leader, you still want to attach a Dawn to the Hiking Bear anyway to make him a 5k. So if you're going to do that anyway, might as well also transfer that plus 1000 power to another character and get even more value. 4 OP08 Robson, 3 cost 4k power, 1k counter, Dawn times 2, this character gains rush. Yeah, in my 08 Zoro video, I was not a Robson believer, but yeah, after I thought about it and tried him out, there's no harm in running him, right? He's just another rush option for the deck on top of Zoro. And he's playable by the Chopper. I think in my last deck list, I ran Kid and Killer over him. But yeah, it's just great to have the consistency of never whiffing on your 08 Chopper. And Robson is just another 3 cost 4k that you can just attach a Dawn to your leader to make him 5k swing with. And yeah, for 2 Dawn more, right, he's going to be a 5 cost 6k rush attacker. 1 Dawn on your leader makes him a 7k. So yeah, it's less efficient than Zoro, but yeah, he does have counter and he can be played out with the 08 Chopper, which Zoro cannot. 4 OP08 Dr. Kudeha, 1 cost 2k power, 1k counter. So on play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck for a 2020 Chopper or a card with the Drum Kingdom type, except another Dr. Kudeha, and add it to your hand. So yeah, it's our Chopper searcher or the rest of our animals or Drum Kingdom, so it searches like pretty much half our deck. And again, much like the Nami, it synergizes with the Makino afterwards to be an attacker. 2 OP09 Goldie Roger, 10 cost 13k power, and then rush, and then when your opponent activates blocker, if you or your opponent has 0 life at this point, you win the game. So essentially it's like a Diable Jam, but it works even when yourself is at 0 life. It's a secondary late game win condition for the deck. It's a 10 Dawn play, so it does mean that we cannot use our leader ability in conjunction with this Roger card. But yeah, it's 13k that your opponent has to deal with. Usually by the time you play this guy out, your opponent would be at 0 life, so they have to defend this 13k with counter in hand, which is easier said than done. And then that's not accounting for any other character you have on board, right? Every 08 Chopper and every Zoro plus your leader attack on board, or even your Dragon that you played the turn before, you have to have counter for that as well. And yeah, it's a great finisher. It's more flexible than Diable Jam, but less effective than Diable Jam, because with Diable Jam, you're attacking for 14k with your leader if you wanted to do like an all-in. But you also have the flexibility of spreading it around, right? You don't need to commit all 10 Dawn for the Diable Jam. This Roger you do, meaning that you don't have access to your leader ability, but with the flexibility that in cases where you're not at 0 life, you still have Roger as a 10 cost 13k rush attacker, right? You can attack something with it. You don't always have to end the game with this guy. So you're trading some flexibility in that regard, because yeah, Diable Jam when you're not at 0 life is just like a 1 Dawn brick in your hand, right? So I like Roger for that. I run it as a 2-of. You could get away with running it as a 1-of, but I like 2 for the consistency. 2 starter deck 1 2020 Chopper. 1 cost 1k power, and he's just a chump blocker, 1 cost blocker that's pretty strong in this current meta. It does absorb attacks from like big 10 cost characters that are kind of prevalent in the meta right now, like the 9 cost Luffy, the 10 cost Shanks, 10 cost Blackbeard. And yeah, it's great at being cheated out with the 04 Chopper, right? If you do like 08 Chopper into an 04 Chopper into like this blocker Chopper, in the early game, especially when your opponent has less Dawn to use, if they try to attack 7k into your 08 Chopper, you just block with this blocker Chopper, keep him alive. He can cheat out another 3 cost body the turn after, so it's great for those kind of plays early on. 4 EB01 Shut Up and Come With Us, a 1 Dawn counter event where you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and play a 3 cost or less animal type character into play. So yeah, it essentially is a discount. It does depend on your opponent having to attack though, so they can kind of play around it early on if they don't want to give you value, they just don't attack. But yeah, it's 1 Dawn to play a 3 drop. It's great for that, and it essentially lets you pick from the top 5 too, so it's not like you'll more than likely find what you're looking for in the top 5. And lastly, we have 2 starter deck 1 Diable Jam 1 cost event. On main, select up to one of your Straw Hat crew type leaders or characters. Your opponent can't activate blocker against them for the turn. Then on trigger, you can kill up to one of your opponent's blocker characters with the cost of 3 or less. So yeah, as we mentioned earlier, 1 Dawn on our leader means that we can attack 14k with them. This is unblockable damage, so you're playing this out when you're wanting to finish your opponent off. We're a pretty fast stack. Our goal is just to get our opponent to 0 and then finish them off when they try to stabilize and establish blockers and stuff. By that time, hopefully their hand is depleted out of counter, and then they're relying on blockers to survive against you. At this point, they don't have the counter to protect against 14k swings. For starting hands, you'll want Nami, Dr. Kureha, Shut Up and Come With Us, and then the 08 2020 Chopper. So basically, Nami and Kureha and Shut Up and Come With Us are all here just to find this 3 cost Chopper. You want to be able to play this guy out ASAP as early as you can, as many as you can too. He'll keep your board packed with characters, and then your opponent can only get rid of so many a turn. So you'll get a lot of swings at your opponent this way. So yeah, basically it's like 12 different ways to find this guy, and then we'd run forward this guy, so there's like 16 chances to get this Chopper on our 3 Dawn or 4 Dawn turn. Everything else is depending on the matchup. You mainly just really need this guy out. It's very imperative that you have this guy, or else you just don't have the pressure to play against most of the top meta decks. For card options, it's really just that 2k we mentioned, right? You can replace our Sanjis with this super spot build Duck Squad 2k counter. It's just an animal version for that 2k counter slot, because it can be cheated out by that 04 2020 Chopper, but it's not too much of a difference in the deck. I don't think it's make or break, so it's up to you, your preference. The general game plan with the deck is, yeah, just to play out as many choppers as you can. 08 Chopper being your priority target, he lets you cheat out a multitude of more choppers on board. So you'll want to use your Nami and your Kureha and your Shut Up and Come With Us to find this chopper if possible. Getting value out of the 04 Chopper into Hiking Bear is pretty great too. Some tips on playing like a wide aggro deck in case you guys are new to aggro. You want to avoid swinging first if you can avoid it, especially in the mirror or against other aggro decks. The deck that swings first is the deck that has to keep defending their characters afterwards, right? You want your opponent to have the defend against your attacks at them, because they'll have to play characters to attack back into your characters, and then it's just that back and forth, and then the one who has characters living at the end is the one who wins. That kind of matchup. But that's not to say you never want to swing, because you also want to entice your opponent to attack into your characters so you can play Shut Up and Come With Us. So sometimes it's okay to swing with one of your choppers early on, because they have to decide whether to not attack into you, to not give you Shut Up and Come With Us value, which means that the chopper you attacked with is alive on board to attack again, or they're forced to attack into it. You get to Shut Up and Come With Us and play potentially another 08 Chopper from your deck. So yeah, a lot of nuances that you just kind of have to play more to see and get used to, but hopefully the games displayed in this video will help you to see it a little bit at least. And yeah, that's the Zoro deck for OP09. It only just gets that Gold Roger, and then we kind of tweak it a little bit to play better into keeping the 08 Chopper alive and increasing his consistency from our previous version of this deck. And yeah, while this deck does show that it has a losing matchup in the Blue Doflamingo, I feel like that might be changing, because I do notice Blue Doflamingos are teching more for like Purple Luffy and stuff, right? They're running cards like Gravity Blade and then like the 10 cost Kaido. Because of that, I think Zoro might actually have like a better time nowadays compared to before. Because before, all the Doflamingos were running like the aggro version, right? But nowadays, I do see like an opening up for the Zoro deck to shine in the meta. And yeah, the fact that he has like an amazing matchup into Blackbeard too, that's really relevant. Good into Shanks too, because a lot of your attacks become 6Ks, which is like what Shanks usually doesn't like to hit, right? His leader ability doesn't save him from 6Ks, so yeah, I do think Zoro's in a pretty good spot actually. It's just that, yeah, he does lose to Lucci, but Lucci is losing in popularity. It's really just that 4-cost Lucci that's a problem for this deck. The fact that he's able to kill 2 things a turn. So if you feel like your local meta or like the competitive meta is gonna phase out Lucci, I think Zoro might actually come back in popularity. And yeah, that's it for this Zoro deck breakdown. It's just nice to play Zoro again, my OG favorite leader before Purple Luffy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay footage included in this. And then if you're interested in some other leaders for O9, I have a bunch of other deck breakdowns already made by this point. So check out my channel if you're new to my channel, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, enjoy. We have Zoro versus Blackbeard. So I'm pretty sure this matchup is like heavily in our favor, but let's just play this one out to verify that hunch. So first turn, nothing to do. What does he do for 2? Dock Q? Dock Q for 2 for you? Is it true? No, Hachi no Su? Oh my god, I'm keeping the rhyme alive. Oh, I just ruined it there. And then that's it. Right, no, this is my age. My era begins. I gotta go through all the proxies and like fix it with the official card names. Okay, so that's it. We will swing 5 at lead. Hopefully no answer to our 08 chopper. They take 08 chop into Hiking Bear. We'll pass. Right, what kills? Black Hole. So no Black Hole, please. I didn't see him search one, but he couldn't get one. He can get one right now with this full of lead. Stage card. Okay, Lafitte, so my chopper will live. That's good. So I'm guessing we'll do chopper, 04 chopper into Hiking Bear, and then Dawn Leader, Dawn chopper for 7, 6, 7, and then 2 more bodies out, 3 in total at the end of it. Because he's gonna attack into Hiking Bear, right? Okay, so Lafitte finds Dock Q as I was planning out my next 5 turns or something. 7 into Hiking Bear? Sure. I do need to get rid of Lafitte, don't I? Or do I? Maybe I don't even need to. I probably should, to be safe. Okay, so he does discard a Finger Pistol. He could have used that on my chopper, but the Lafitte was more important, I guess. Picks up another Lafitte, okay. Yeah, I think I will use 1 attack on Lafitte. I think I could use this match as a limit test to test if I can get away without doing it, but let's get some standard footage first. Okay, so they did Black Hole us. Oh, so I can't even 04 chopper here. Do Dawn Leader. Yeah, we'll swing 6 into Lafitte. Okay, he dies. We'll do chopper 6 into a blocker chop. Okay, he took that one. We'll just set up for another chopper next turn. So chopper out, pass. Oh, 08 chopper, I mean. I forgot, they're all named chopper. So he'll maybe Finger Pistol one and then attack 7k into the other one, I'm guessing. Otherwise, if it's like a Laboon Dock Q, that's all the Dawn. So I can counter 2k or 1k, whatever he attacks into with the leader. I made it look like I had a Shut Up and Come With Us, but I don't. I have a Keep Talking and Stay Over There. Okay, Laboon, Dock Q. Okay, so I'll keep 1 08 chopper. So it was a good thing I played a second one. Yep, they kill the active one here. And then they'll swing 5 at this guy. I will counter. Oh, he swung 5 at the 4. We'll counter 2. Swang, is that a word? I'm pretty sure he lets the Laboon die if I attack into it. Yeah, I do think I have to get rid of the Dock Q because any stronger or stuff in his deck can make my characters able to be KO'd because they're so low cost. Does find another Dock Q, good at stalling. And he denies my on plays. I get Dragon for next turn, who has an on play, so at least I'll still get the rush. Okay, Dawn Leader. Let's throw a 6 at Laboon, see what happens. Let's play out this chopper. He dies. Okay, we'll throw 5 at Dock Q. I have a feeling I shouldn't be attacking these bodies, but I don't know. Maybe we're right in the end. So 6 at lead. Counters 2. We'll play out Chopper and then I'll say Robson in case I need rush later. So we'll play out the 04 Chopper. He'll kill one thing max this turn, right? Lafitte. Yeah, he can't even drop a Jesus. If he does, he can only attack 7k or something. Does find a Van Augur, but he cannot combo that with the Doc Q because it only has 6 Dawn. Right, Van Augur Doc Q would be 7 Dawn. We know he has another Doc Q in hand. He needs a Laboon, which Hachinosu and Lafitte can't find for him. He has to draw into it naturally. Okay, 5 into 4. We'll counter 2 again. Do you have a 6-drop he can play? Something I'm not aware of. Okay, Laboon. He had Laboon, so Doc Q is coming. Gets rid of all my 08 choppers. That's fine. From this point, do I ignore and go for game? Not game, but for face. Oh, he kills my blocker. Why won't he kill my 08 chopper? Because that gives me a body every turn. Right? He discards another counter to keep my on-plays at bay. And then filters a Shiryu. Okay, we know he has 1-2k. Dawn Leader. We'll just attack into Laboon. And I whiff. Great. Okay, he died. So if he's at 10 next turn, I ignore the Lafitte and the Doc Q. Yeah, that makes sense to me. We'll just a lot of pings that lead. Burn counter out of his hand. He took that. Okay, another 5. We might go for like a Robson play instead of Dragon. It does counter 2. Yeah, we'll go for a Robson play here. 7. Took that. This is my age trigger. Okay, gets a black hole in hand. So I can do 7-7. We might have it. Oh, he had no counter at all. Yeah, because I had 7 for Robson here. Nice. Didn't take a single life. Yeah, this matchup is rough for Blackbeard. Maybe Zoro might actually do pretty good in the meta. Right, it just loses to freaking... I don't know, they say he loses to Blue Doflamingo, but... From what I noticed, Blue Doflamingos have tech against decks that make it weaker into Zoro. But maybe that is just like a fluke, I don't know, bite. Yeah, Zoro versus Purple Luffy will go first, so this is supposed to be unfavored. Let's find out why. We'll pass. Maybe if I keep bad hands like this, that's why it's unfavored. Okay, so Law out, we'll do 5 at lead. Well, we took first away from him, so that's really good. We'll play out 04 Chop into Hiking Bear, pass. So he'll ramp and then play a 5-drop. Kid? The Sheeples Kid. Oh, Mr. 2. 6 of us will take. Okay, I don't have big powers to even copy, so that's good for us. Dawn Leader. I want to leave up Dawn for Shut Up and Come With Us. I think I can get away with not attacking for another turn, so I do 6 at lead. We took it. We'll do... Yeah, we'll leave an attack with the 04 Chop. Give him something to attack into. Counters 1. Another 04 Chop into Hiking Bear, and then we'll pass with 1 Dawn up for Shut Up and Come. With us. I gotta really say out the full name of this card. I've noticed I have a habit of stopping after the first 4 words. Okay, Taro into Juro. Great. Attacks 5 into Chop. We'll counter 2 and then Shut Up and Come With Us into a Blocker Chop. So let's make this next turn really hurt. Oh, he's attacking with the Mr. 2. That's great. We'll counter 1 here because we can just kill him for free. Okay, Dawn Leader. We'll do Dawn Hiking Bear. Buff. Chopper. We'll do 5 into Mr. 2. He dead. Dawn. That guy. Buff. That guy. 7 at lead. Took that. This is what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 6. Okay, so this one can stay a 5. And then this one becomes a 7. Oh, wait, I did the math wrong there somewhere, but it's all working out. Here's a 6 and then 7 from our leader. Countered that. Okay, 7 from lead, go to 1, please. Yep, he does go to 1. Dang, we did less damage than I thought we would.
Purple Luffy's just so defensive. And then he's gonna clap back our board. Most of it's gonna die. Let's try to get him at 0 so we can Diablo jump. But yeah, he's gonna start having Dawn up for Gum Gum Giant soon. So 5 at Hiking Bear, you got it. 8 at Block, you got it. 6 at Hiking Bear, you got it. It does ramp to 9. Lin coming out. Yep. Okay, we can do like a rush angle with Robson. He doesn't have Dawn up. This is our only chance to get him to use a bunch of counter in his hand. Ooh! Or Dragon. So Dragon. We'll do 5 with this chopper. We could have it here. Does counter 1. Okay, 8 with Zoro. Take it, and then we'll lose to the Dragon. Or you'll lose to the Dragon. He took it. Okay, 10 at lead per game. Hey, oh my god. How does Zoro have a negative win rate into Purple Luffy? I guess I gotta pump up those numbers. They need a true Zoro pilot here. Okay, bye. We have Zoro versus Doflamingo. Come on, every single blue Doflamingo player today has been so frustrating to play against. We'll keep this. In regards to like they either leave or they take too long to play, or this is what you have to deal with. But when everybody's trying to get into this game, starting with this deck, I guess. Right, all the good people are playing the deck, but also all like the BM people are also playing it just by virtue of play rate. Okay, Perona sets the top cards of their deck. We'll do Kureha. Kureha, get a shut up and come with us. Perfect. We have the 1 Dawn to spare. He has to forego leader abilitying if he doesn't want to get us value. We have 3 08 choppers. That's pretty crazy. He's 7 at us. Cheats out at Weevil. We'll shut up and come with us into a 08 chopper. We'll take the 7. Okay, we have a lot of options here. Down leader. We'll try to starve. So 6 into Weevil. Into Robson. He died. Okay, 6 into leader. It's pretty crazy. We have all of our 08 choppers in our opening hand now. Counter 2, another 08 chopper for you. Into, how about Reindeer Chopper into Hiking Bear? Okay, this is about as best a start that we can get. Can he survive? We'll have to see. Have to see indeed. Right, he plays like 2 things max this turn, kills 1 thing with the Doflamingo leader. He can't even leader ability if he wants to do that. Okay, he's gonna leader ability then. So that means only 1 body unless it's a Jinbei. Croc. Sure. Okay, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you. Hiking Bear, buff. That guy. 5 at Croc. He died. 6 at lead. He take. 5 at lead. He take. 6 at lead into a Robson. You take 6. Oh, he just conceded. Too much pressure. Oh, he didn't get any 2Ks too. He had 1 2K. Oh, he had 2. I don't know. I think I just had really nuts start there. Nothing you can do about that. Okay, bye. We have Zoro into Bello Betty. We'll go first. We keep this. Pretty good. Let's see if the dragons are relevant at all in this matchup. Okay, we'll play Kureha. Take 08 chopper. Nice, 2 in a row. They pass. Do we dare swing? Yeah, let's dare. You can get your trigger, I don't mind. No trigger? Okay, that's even better. Play 08 chopper into blocker chop. Pass. So hopefully they forego attacking 6k into him because they want to play a 5 drop out. Okay, no, they do 8k into my rested chopper. 1 Dawn up for... He doesn't run shut up and come with us, right? That's my thing. Dawn leader. Chopper 6 into Reindeer Chopper. Nothing else to shoot out from my hand with it. Okay, it does use don't underestimate a miracle. Why is that so hard to say? That just counters for 2k for 1 Dawn. Then leader 6, he counters 2. We'll play another 08 Chopper. Into... I guess a Robson this time. Play out Nami replacing Kureha. We'll take a Zoro. I feel like we're gonna have an explosive next turn. So might as well throw a rush body into it. Okay, they play 5 cost Ivankov. Well, I have a full board. I probably should have taken counter. Did I encounter any counter? I think there was a Hiking Bear that I... Oh, I can't take it anyway with Nami.
So Ivankov brings out Inazuma. They're probably going to give it Rush. Yep. So 6 and 7 here. Yeah, it kills these two. I don't have the counter because I only have 2k max. So it gets rid of some of my characters. That's great. Dawn Leader. To Robson 5. Okay, counter 2. That's a good. 6 at lead with Chopper. Play out a Robson here. Counters 2 again. Okay, how about do 7 at Inazuma. Got it. Then we'll do 2 Dawn Nami for 5, and then we'll play Zoro for 6. Yeah, I didn't need to put an extra Dawn on my leader. I could have done 6 and then had Dawn up for Shut Up and Come With Us. Zoro 6 into leader. Maybe he takes this one too. Nope, counters 2 will pass. Okay, anyway, he can kill like 2 things max this turn, unless he plays another Rush Body. So another 5 cost Ivankov into Karasu. Okay, so I'll have 3 bodies still. Well, unless he has another Inazuma, who is 3 cost, right? Yeah. So that's something he can play out. Oh, it's the blocker, Karasu. Okay, 5 into that guy. I cannot save. I can save Zoro once. Yeah, if he attacks 6 into Zoro, I just counter 2 with my 2 1Ks. Wait, he does leader ability? Okay, so I can't save him. Sorry. Kill my Zoro. Yep. 9k into him. Okay, I can do Dragon. So let's do Dragon. 2 Dawn on leader. Do Robson 5 at lead. He has 1 card in hand, so it might not even be counter. It was counter. Okay, we'll do 5 at lead. Took that. I don't think I died at this, so I can afford to just attack life. 7. Takes that one, and then we'll do 10. He has to block this one. He just concedes. Okay, so Red Zoro. Maybe a little too fast. I did get 2 08 choppers in the beginning. I think it really depends on if you get those or not. Okay, bye. We have Zoro versus Shanks. Let's mulligan actually. Okay, this is a really good hand. We'll take a Kureha into second 08 chopper just in case. I don't need 2 Diable Drums though. That's kind of the iffy thing. Okay, so no nothing developed. We'll do 5 at lead. He'll leader ability. 08 chopper into a Robson, and there goes both of our Rogers on the bottom of our deck. So I'm glad I have my Diable Drums at least, my one source of unblockable. Okay, 5 into Robson. We'll counter to save him. Dawn leader. Chopper 6. Play out a blocker chop. How does he use the Lucky Roo here? We'll see. How does Lucky Roo get used? So he does block this one. Does he kill? Kills the Robson, so I keep my chopper. Then we'll do 7 at lead. Okay, leader abilities and counters 2, and then we'll do another 08 chopper into a blocker chop and pass. Good board, good board. So you can't bend Beckman. Yasop doesn't do anything. Could run Marco. He just concedes. I guess no counter in hand. Is Zoro the answer? I'm beating Shanks. I'm beating Blackbeard. Doflamingo is like 50-50. Purple Luffy I have to do more testing, but I mean, this is pretty promising, isn't it? Bye. We have Red Zoro versus Red Purple Luffy. We'll go first. Shut Up and Come With Us should tide us over. I could have had to start 08 chopper. Perfect. This is perfect. Exactly what we want to see. Okay, he passes. We'll play 08 chopper into Robson, I guess. We'll pass because I can't attack. He's a 6k base. He kills Robson, plays a Zorojuro or Mr. 2, something like that. That's how it always goes, you know. Okay, 7 at Robson, sure. Okay, there's the Zorojuro. We'll do Dawn leader. Chopper 6 into a whiff. Great. Counters 1, we'll do leader 6. Takes that, we'll do... Wait, no trigger? Okay, yeah. 04 chopper into Hiking Bear. Pass with the Dawn up for Shut Up and Come With Us. Okay, Zorojuro attacks 5. 6. Yeah, I don't have any more counter after this. I might as well just let the chopper die. Oh, 6 at us? Sure. Eh? This just gives me potential more counter to protect my chopper with, but not against 9k, actually. So yeah, you got it. We'll shut up and come with us though. Get another chopper. Then he dies. Okay, so Dawn Leader, Dawn Hiking Bear, Dawn Kureha to attack 4 into Zorduro. He countered to save it. What the heck? Do 5 into Zorduro. Okay, he died. 6. And then make this into a 6. Yeah, so we'll do this chopper first into a Robson. Okay, countered out of that. So we'll do 8 with Leader and then 7 with this chopper. Should have been the other way around, but might be inconsequential here. Okay, does Jet Gatling that. 7 from this chopper. Takes it. Right, if he didn't have a counter for our 8, probably didn't have a 2k in hand anyway. Okay, we got him down to 1 life. Okay, plays Blocker Brule. Then another 9 at this chopper here. Right. I cannot stop that. Oh, what? He's attacking Reindeer Chopper? Okay, we'll do Dawn Leader, Dawn Hiking Bear, buff Robson, 6 at lead. Okay, Gungam Giants is 6k, so he has no counter at all. That's good to know. How about another 6k? We have Diable Jam 2 to finish. Okay, Radical Beams that one. 6 from Chopper into a Robson. Blocks that one. And ramps, so let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 with Kureha and 8 with Leader. Counters 2. Leader 8. Goes to 0. Nope, had another Gungam Giant, but that's every card in his hand. We'll have 2 new cards after that, actually. Then we'll pass. Game should not last another turn, I don't think. Hopefully. He does ramp to 10. Plays 10 cost Luffy, so he can kill like 3 things. No, I have a lot of counter actually. We'll kill 2 things, max. So 6 at Kureha. Oh yeah, it'll be 3 things because I can't defend Kureha. Okay, gets his second turn, but he's down 1 extra Dawn. 2 extra Dawn actually, because he had to ramp to 10 to play this Luffy. So 8k, yeah, I can stop that. But that would mean he'd have no Dawn up for events anymore. Okay, 7 at Hiking Bear. Let's save him. Because this 12 is going at the 08 chopper for sure. Yep. Okay, we'll do Dragon, 2 Dawn Leader, Dawn Hiking Bear, buff Robson, 6 at lead. Counters 1. Hiking Bear, 6 at lead. Maybe I shouldn't have played Dragon actually. 6 at lead. Takes. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have game. 10 at lead. Oh, Gungam Giants. Okay, so we don't win. Unless he draws 2 non-counter cards. He counters. Okay. Yeah, Robson can't attack. So I think I would have had a better chance if I split the Dawn around instead of playing Dragon. Like if I use Zoro instead. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna lose anyway. Editor cut that part out where I said it won't last another turn. Just 1 more turn. Okay, here's 9 at Dragon. 9 at us. Okay, we'll take 12 at us. We'll take, and then he concedes. We'll attach it to Dragon. Do 19. We got the game. Okay, bye.
Car D Kaizoku.